Merhaba. Last few weeks, we've been practicing different time frames and tenses, for instance, in the past or future. In video 32, we learned past auxiliary, how it's attached to be form of sentences or existential sentences, or even to present continuous tenses, right? For instance, dün Aslı'yı gördüm, okula gidiyordu. I saw Aslı yesterday, she was going to school. Or hocaya baktık, uyuyordu. We looked at the professor, he was sleeping. So we learned that, and I want to add one more piece to this discussion. I will talk about how past auxiliary can also be attached to future tense. So I was going to call you. That's kind of sentence. I was going to call you. As you can hear from the English example, this kind of sentence, like past auxiliary attached to future tense, is there to express unfulfilled intentions in the past. So you made a decision in the past, but you didn't make it happen, right? You didn't keep your promise in a way. For instance, bugün onu arayacaktım ama unuttum. I was going to call him today, but then I forgot. So you see from this example, future in the past refers to a future-oriented decision made in the past. I hope you follow me, right? I think it's going to be easier with examples, but basically the decision is almost always unfulfilled. It was made in the past, it didn't happen, okay? So let me give you an example. Like always, let's take one verb and see what happens. For instance, gitmek, gidecektim, gidecektin, gidecekti, gidecektik, gidecektiniz, gideceklerdi. So you can make it also negative, gitmeyecektim. You can make question, gidecek miydim? You can also make negative question, of course, gitmeyecek miydim? Okay, good. Let's see more examples in sentences because that's when it makes sense. Dün sinemaya gidecektim ama sonra vazgeçtim. I was going to the movie yesterday, but then I changed my mind, right? Aslı gelecekti ama sonra gelmedi. Aslı was going to come, but then she didn't. So the way to practice this new form, I will introduce two very common Turkish phrases. Otherwise, it's hard to understand the meaning of these phrases. And this context is perfect to understand them. The first one is hani. We heard about it before. It literally means, where is it? Hani, right? But it is used when something which is expected or decided to happen, which is expected to be there. Expressions with hani always challenges the person who received that question, as if there's something wrong. For instance, hani kitap nerede? Where is the book which is supposed to be here, right? Hani kitap nerede? Hani dün beni arayacaktın. You were going to call me yesterday and you didn't. What happened? Right? So the person who's receiving this question will probably talk about many excuses and they will have an answer. So for instance, hani bugün sen yemek yapacaktın. You were going to cook today. What happened? Hani sigarayı bırakacaktın. You were going to quit smoking. What happened? So, you know, these questions are confrontational. So for instance, the song of the week this week we are studying Böyle Ayrılık Olmaz by Nilüfer has lots of hani in the lyrics. For instance, she says, hani verdiğin sözler, hani ellerin nerede? Where are your promises? Where are your hands? Hani sen hep benimdin, şimdi neredesin, nerede? You were supposed to be mine, where are you now? Right? So pay attention to the lyrics in this song. It's a classic song, it's old, beautiful, but it's using hani perfect for our discussion this week. So let's say the person who received this question, the confrontational question, they're going to give an excuse, okay? For that, we're going to learn another phrase, zaten. Zaten literally means anyway, anyhow, or in any case. Let me give you an example and it's going to make more sense. Hani Türkçe öğrenecektin? You were going to learn Turkish. What happened? Ben zaten Türkçe biliyorum. I already know Turkish. Okay? It is an excuse in a way, but also explanation. But zaten adds the kind of explanation of that promise why it didn't happen, right? Here's another example. Beni dün arayacaktın. Hani beni dün arayacaktın? You were going to call me yesterday. What happened? Benim zaten telefonum yok. I don't have a phone anyway, right? So, I mean, I wasn't going to do it anyways. Kind of. Zaten gives that meaning. All right. So, there are going to be a bunch of dialogues with hani and zaten in your worksheet. I hope you're going to enjoy them. Practice for these things. But we're going to continue discussion in class. Kolay gelsin.